Hello and welcome again. We're back on Seven Rivers Talk, and I'm Bob Burrell, and my special guest, first guest today, is Chris Schneider. He is the guru of hybrid motors, I guess you would call it, here in the entire La Crosse and probably state of Wisconsin at least. And he is going to continue to enlighten you and enlighten me about the wonders of natural gas and some of the challenges it's overcoming in terms of critics of natural gas as a motor fuel. My second guest today will be Ben Keymichael. He is going to explore with me the bills that are coming up in the state legislature over the next 2-3 weeks. There's a couple of them there that you really want to know about in terms of getting into your private rights. And so we have a pretty dynamic program today, Chris. Great. Chris Schneider, president of Honda Motors. That's a busy job, I think.
It's been a challenging and rewarding job for many decades now, and we're very excited about the fact that American Honda has become the second largest producer of cars in the United States. So where some of our other manufacturers have been moving those jobs to Canada and Mexico, right. Honda is bringing them here, and they've been producing a vehicle called the Honda Civic GX for 12 years, and that vehicle runs on compressed natural gas. The problem that we've had, Bob, is that it's a chicken or the egg kind of a question. If you don't have refueling, who's going to purchase the vehicles? If the vehicles aren't there, who's going to put in the refueling? So we have been using a home refueling appliance called Fill, and Fill can be put into anyone's home that has natural gas, and you pipe the natural gas and the electricity to it, and it comes with a hose, and you attach that to your car. We've been using that appliance for over 3 years at Honda Motorwerks, but we've added a service loaner and a service shuttle, as well as the vehicle that I drive, and so Phil is being asked to do a lot more work than he was actually designed.
This is an extraordinary evolution, I would say, because there's a good deal of sequencing and processing that had to take place before you would reach that point. As natural as it is for us to drive to a filling station, behind that gas pump are a whole series of technologies and, if you will, decision making. Same thing has been happening with you and with Honda here over the last 3 years. But now, here I am. I live in the country, so we don't have natural gas piped to us in the country. Okay. Do you have an answer for me?
Absolutely.
So I could buy a Honda Civic GX.
Here's the answer for you, Bob, and for the viewers. Ask your viewers what gasoline station they go to that does not have natural gas to their facility.
All right.
Quick Trip, headquartered here in La Crosse, and their Quick Star locations in Iowa, 348 of them, one of them uses LP to heat their building. So 347 of the 348 locations have natural gas to their facility.
Wow.
They just need a pump to make it available.
Right.
Now, we understand that the vehicles have to be there for their business plan to be successful. So we have purchased a larger, but still called a micro commercial system, and that system will be 12 times stronger. And since we've been running a fleet of 5 vehicles off Fill, we think that we can develop a plan that will allow 50 people here in the La Crosse area to refuel with us. Eventually, there will be other fleets of cars like Gunderson Lutheran Medical Center or Franciscan Scamp, the universities in town, the city, of the county, that will then say, this works for us. We should get our own micro-commercial, more vehicles in the area, and eventually then a Quick Trip will say, well, there's enough vehicles in the La Crosse area for us to put in an expensive macro-commercial system like they have in Madison, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, West Bend, Appleton.
And why not La Crosse?
Why not La Crosse?
Yeah, exactly. How long does it take for the refueling? Let's say you have a 18-gallon tank. How long does that take for?
Well, the Civics come with an 8-gallon tank.
Okay.
And I've driven one as many as 380 miles.
Wow.
But most...
At what speed?
Highway speed.
Highway speed,
yep.
okay, all right.
And they're capable of doing, 80 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, although there isn't any reason for us to be traveling at those speeds generally. For emergency purposes, it's available. And so they have a great range, and I have never refueled and not gotten change back from a $10 bill.
I think all of us sit up on that note. I was thinking as you were talking about this, I did believe this or not, I did a film a long time ago for the EPA. It had to do with the Clean Water Act, but it also had to do with the environment, and it got me involved a little bit with liquid natural gas being brought over here in the humongous tankers, from the relationship of liquid natural gas to natural gas vehicles, and in terms of storage and that sort of thing. Is there any relationship there?
Absolutely. Great question, too. Liquid natural gas you can store more energy in a smaller amount. And so my daughters live in the Phoenix area, and because of their air inversion problem, you can't be picked up or delivered to Sky Harbor International Airport in public transportation unless it runs on natural gas. Now, many of their larger pieces of equipment, like their buses, they will run on liquid natural gas. They store it on the vehicle as liquid, but as it approaches the engine, just like gasoline, it's gasified, and then they're burning the gas in the combustion chamber.
So for me, who has tractors and RTVs and that sort of stuff, it would work there.
Forklifts, 18-wheelers, refuse trucks, cement mixers, the entire gamut of internal combustion engines could benefit from the clean, affordable, American, and abundant solutions that natural gas is here in the United States.